All right, folks, we are back. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you want daily silver news. Today, we're going to be covering an article that came out today, so it's fresh off the press like always. And these numbers are staggering. There are 91,147 ounces of gold and 385,326 ounces of silver inside a single 1 gigawatt AI data center. That is pretty crazy, especially when I fact checked these numbers and it's true. And in this article, they're saying it actually could be more, depending, but that's crazy, right? That is crazy, especially as we advance in this new AI world, this new digital era, this new technological era, the amount of silver that, we are lacking. And if you want that in comparison, the true silver deficit for the last 8 years exceeds 5 billion ounces. 5 billion ounces. 850 million on a good year, but it's usually around 800 million of production. Demand 1.21, 1.3 billion ounces and could be growing, especially when we see stuff like this come out. And that's very concerning. Very concerning. So what does this all mean? Well, at the end of the day, it means that silver, the scarcity, the lack of it, will overpower any type of suppression or manipulation. The real reason silver has so much potential is because of the shortage or the lack of it when we're talking about the next 5 to 10 years down the line. Not tomorrow, not next month, not even next year. Silver has opportunity beyond the day-to-day price fluctuations because of information and data like this. So anyways, make sure you subscribe because the YouTube algorithm hates my guts. So please subscribe. My videos don't get recommended to as many people, meaning I am not reaching as many new people. So if you are new, welcome. And I do a lot of cool stuff over here. I think you'll enjoy the channel. So let's check this out. Yes, really. There is that much gold and silver inside a 1 gigawatt AI data center. So the metals inside, let's look at all of them. So a 1 gigawatt AI data center, $50 billion to $100 billion, contains 25 minerals and metals and 179,940 tons of material ranked by mass. So steel's number 1, copper's number 2, aluminum's number 3, graphite, nickel, cobalt, silicon, lithium, tin, lead, silver, rare earths, gallium, gold, and germanium. That is crazy. So they remember about 3 years ago when they broke the story about the volume of silver ounces in a large torpedo battery, 11,000 ounces of silver per battery. Tomahawk missiles, about 500 ounces of silver per missile. Now, this one is not true. This one's not true. I used to repeat that number, and it's not true. I looked into it. This is a myth that started in 2011, and it just has been doing the rounds, but there's nowhere near that much silver in a Tomahawk missile. So I just want to fact check them here, and I'm actually going to show you guys this. So how many ounces of silver are in a single Tomahawk missile? Where did the 500 ounces come from? And also, is there really 11,000 ounces of silver per torpedo battery? Please give the numbers and data and sources. So here we go. Because I checked that and I found out that the 500 ounces came from something in 2011, but it's actually only like 22 ounces or something, like way less. The 11,000 ounces per torpedo, I haven't looked into that. I haven't been told there's not that much, but we're about to find out together, I guess. So let's look into this. So I have it on high down here, so it's like extra detailed. It really searches. But I do that because I want the best information possible. I know you guys probably hate AI, but for stuff like this where it could scan the entire internet, I think it's pretty useful. So here we go. Okay, we'll go back to this in a second. It's still loading. I think I can see when it comes back up. So, let's look at this. So those military numbers are rookie numbers compared to these hyperscalers. The 1 gigawatt AI data center quietly devours 91,147 ounces of gold and 385,326 ounces of silver before it ever thinks of a single thought. Oh, and by the way, I also checked these numbers, and these are also correct. So I will also just copy paste this, and next we will ask this follow-up question, but we'll wait. Okay, let's go back to this. So some estimates now put the ambitious 1 gigawatt class AI campuses on a trajectory towards 100 billion in all price tags. This isn't just concrete and cooling, it's a stack of GPUs, networking, metal-intensive infrastructure, and bespoke power projects rolled into a single mega asset. At that scale, you're not looking at a data center anymore. You're looking at a privately controlled metals-backed utility and surveillance node whose capex rivals the GDP of a small country. The fact that such numbers are even being floated tells you everything about how distorted capital allocation has become in the AI era. Still searching. Yeah. If you push high down here, it really, really gives you a detailed response, which I think for something like this is pretty important. I usually always just put high. It's more accurate. So the hidden Boolean vaults of AI. These metals are not sitting in neat bars in a vault. They are dispersed through server boards, connectors, cooling hardware, switchgear, and control systems. Most of that gold and silver is not in the chips at all. The single biggest share of equipment metal is the cooling system, which makes up about 35 to 45% of every kilogram of gear in the building. The 1 gigawatt AI campus is, in effect, a Boolean-backed machine. Hundreds of millions of dollars in precious metals, architected as infrastructure rather than finance. Every increment mega gigawatt of AI capacity quietly ratchets up the embedded demand for high purity gold and silver, turning cloud into a metals intensive industrial system. It still hasn't answered. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have put high. Maybe I should have put like medium. I'll put instant for this question because I probably should have did that for the last one, but whatever. Let's keep moving on. So the conventional data centers consume roughly 5 to 15,000 tons of copper per facility. Hyperscale AI centers can require up to 50,000 tons, over 1.7 to 10 or 1.7 or 10 to the 8th power, or 5.3 to 10 to the 8th power. Data centers to the copper in 327,861 EVs. Wow. So here's the choke point. So gold, silver, and copper are only the headline acts. A single 1 gigawatt AI site may also hold about 5.3 tons of gallium, around 0.59% of the global annual supply, plus germanium, indium, tantalum, graphite, and other critical minerals measured in kilograms, not kilotons. So these tiny quantities can halt an entire build because they have no easy substitutes in high-performance electronics and cooling. So China controls roughly 99% of gallium and about 80% of graphite refining, and in December of 24, it banned exports of gallium, germanium, antimony to the United States, later suspending but not removing, leverage through licensing. I don't know why they didn't also mention copper or what they did with silver, but they also banned sulfuric acid, which is what's used for copper mining, and that in return hurts the silver shortage because a lot of silver is a byproduct of copper. So here we go. We got the answer. See, the 500 troy ounces of silver in a tomahawk, unsupported. No public government of materials confirms it. The best identifiable third-party estimate is about 10 to 15 ounces. But even that is based on unnamed information sources, not released military specification. So where 500 ounces came from, an unsourced claim that cruise missiles contain 15 kilograms of silver equals was subsequently, which was some 500 ounces, 11,000 ounces in one torpedo. No, not as general claim. It appears to come from the converting claimed 311 kilograms total battery weight into ordinary ounces, then incorrectly labeling the entire weight as silver. So, publicly documented torpedo battery example, U.S. government record MK67 Mod 1 battery indicates approximately 4,416 troy ounces, not 11,000. That's still a lot, though. But yeah, this is why you got to fact check stuff. So how much silver is actually in a tomahawk? It's not documented, but they're saying 15 to 20 ounces instead of 500, which is a big difference. That's not even a single tube of Eagles, where 500's an entire monster box. So yeah. Yeah, there we go. See, folks, where did the 500 ounce story come from? Earliest trail leads to 2011. When I say something, folks, did you guys believe me when I said that? The earliest story went back to 2011. Folks, I do my research. And I said that actually in a video a couple weeks or maybe like a month ago, and I didn't show this information. So I wonder how many people were like, did this really all stem from a tweet or an article in 2011? But you guys can always fact check me. Sometimes you guys do, and that's how I actually found out about this not being 500 ounces silver. And I will admit when I'm wrong. It's all about, it's all about facts. So yeah. Anyways, so there's about, I don't know exactly how many ounces, 10 to 15 ounces in a tomahawk, could be more, but about 4,417 in a torpedo. So, yeah, that's important to note. So a data center can be announced in a quarter. A new U.S. mine can take close to 3 decades to move from discovery to production. AI planners can promise compute far faster than the Earth can deliver these metals needed to build it. And that's important as well. That's very true. Now, this is someone that tweeted, I would just like to inform the Seahead community that every flock camera contains gold, silver, palladium, and copper. So that's also something to think if these flock cameras are going to be everywhere. That's even more gold and silver. Whatever you do, don't raid these data centers with their gold, silver, and copper. That will be breaking the law. That's funny. That's why he mentioned the yeah, because imagine having those flock cameras that expensive. People would definitely probably throw a rock at it, like walk up with a mast, throw a rock at it, then somehow climb up the pole and scrap it. Don't do that. And I'm not advising anyone that's even a thing. You would get caught for sure. Hey, Silver Slayer from the future. I forgot to add these numbers in, but let's look at this. Verdict possible in scale, but the exact numbers are not verified. The claim is 2.85 tons of gold, 11.95 of silver. So those quantities are not physically impossible for campus containing hundreds of thousands of GPUs. Where the numbers come from, exact figures been circulating in recent LinkedIn and X posts. Credible sources I found only confirm the broader point. USGS confirms data centers serve blah, blah, blah. Other minerals. World Economic Forum data centers embed roughly 60 to 75 tons per minerals megawatt. Primarily in power and cooling infrastructure. That means roughly 60 to 75,000 tons of total minerals. Plausible. Reach measure 100. So, silver 12 tons would correspond to roughly. So let's look. Confidence assessment, high confidence, using meaningful amounts. Plausible, exactly 91,147 ounces, unverified. Suitable to present it as an established fact? No. Suitable to present as a viral model-based estimate with a disclaimer? Yes. So here's the disclaimer that it's not verified with those numbers, but it's definitely possible. I like that they add that at the end. But anyways, yeah, there you have it. So let's see some of these projects, these AI, these gigawatt scale projects, Meta Prineville campus is 1 gigawatt facility. Ooh, Meta Hyperion is including phase 2 above 5 gigawatts. Just think about how much silver and gold that is. I mean, that's not a lot compared to like the grand scheme of things right now, right? That's right now. But you got to think about, further down the line of when we build more and more and more. And remember this as well, just like the windmills or the solar panels, things like that, those just get thrown in landfills, never to be recycled, or they'll just stay up. Like, you ever see those old windmill farms where they're just like dead or whatever? A lot of this stuff, since silver's used in industry, is never recycled. Gold is always recycled and re-scrapped and reused because it's so much more valuable. People are more keen to scrap jewelry or scrap necklaces or scrap gold out of laptops like I used to do, or cell phones. I used to do that just as a hobby, because I like learning things. But nobody's doing that with silver, right? Nobody's scrapping a necklace for 20 cents. A gold necklace, you would, though. Nobody's scrapping silver out of laptops or whatever. It's not worth it, but gold it is. So most gold is worn, as jewelry and bars and coins. Those are always things that is remelted. Most silver is not remelted. Like, an ounce of gold that gets dug up out of the ground will stay in circulation for centuries. An ounce of silver that gets dug up out of the ground will be thrown away within 10 to 20 years, just ending up in some whatever, just sitting on a shelf or in some landfill or wherever. That's the difference. Plus, it's a byproduct, so remember that when we're looking at a deficit of such large proportions. So yeah, recycling in the phantom supply, they even mention it right here, right? Recycling wouldn't even put a dent in the amount of silver we need. Not even close. So here they're saying there's a 5 billion ounce shortfall. So you land on a deficit of 1.2 billion ounces on the Institute's published figures for over the year. But stripping out hedging and supply and cut recycling to realistic levels, let into industrial, solar, data center, military, jewelry, exceeds 5 billion ounces. It's not a rounding error. It's the difference between a manageable mid-double-digit annual deficit in a market where physical demand has been outrunning mine supply close to 50% for years. So yeah, just stuff to think about, folks. Anyone that says the silver shortage isn't real, obviously have not looked at the numbers or the real numbers. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
The silver market moves fast, but prices move even faster. Subscribe to Silver Slayer for daily updates.